what's going down, T Subs and T Squad, and happy Monday to all of you guys. Y'all already know what to do, so please make it do what it do. Follow the social medias that you guys see before y'all. Shout out to everybody that has been following me and subbing. I done accumulated some new subs, so it's totally appreciated. Thank you guys so much. We're on the road to 25K, 23K, should I say? But 25K at work too. Those of you guys that have social medias, please follow it. And for those of you guys that would like to donate to the channel, the PayPal and Cash App is available. Shout out to the several people that have been sending me Cash Apps throughout this morning because of the live. Thank you guys so much for that. And to the super thanksers too. Thank you guys so much for that. All of it is greatly appreciated. Ciao. Mm, mm, mm. That's my dryer. Y'all already know how I go. When these shows come back out, that's when everybody want to show their ASS child. So for those of y'all that don't know what's going on, anybody that watches Married to Medicine, you guys know who Quad is, who Dr. G is, Heavenly, Toya, Simone. Now y'all might not know the new chick that's Dr. G's new wife, but she's gonna come up here this season, which is why we here. So for those of y'all that don't know, I want to say maybe last week-ish, sometime, y'all know Tab Projectic Ghetto Fat Dr. Heavily has her own YouTube channel, honey, and she goes up there where she gives review of the shows and basically do what we do as YouTubers. Well, not too long ago, she had Quad up there, and Quad talked about how disrespected she felt by finding out that producers of the show went behind her back to have not only Dr. G, her ex-husband, but his new fiance, well, wife now, on the show. So for those of you guys that did not see that or hear that, I have the proof of it. So I'm gonna let y'all hear that, and I'll be right back.
It's no secret that this is the first time, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, that we've had a reality TV show somebody go through a tumultuous marriage, get a divorce, and then bring back the husband and then the new fiance, which turns into his new wife.
Right.
That's unprecedented. How do you feel about them doing that?
Well, I honestly got to keep it real with you, and all the things that you noted and stated have been absolutely true just a moment ago, for sure, in reference to what I've been through and what we see with the ex-husband and the new wife on the show. I feel disrespected. And it's though the conversation was never had with me, and I've been a staple on the show since conception, and so just knowing that it wasn't a pleasant marriage, and people kind of having some understanding and some insight about what transpired in our marriage. And clearly we sat there in New York on the stage with Andy Cohen, and we were very authentic and very real and raw. And so things were stated there. And I just feel like, where was the respect for me when this decision was made? And I know my cast members don't make this decision.
Right. We definitely
all don't make the decision.
But
I mean, listen. Now, as far as Quad Tombat, she was a staple on the show. Listen, don't get me wrong. When I first started reviewing Married to Medicine, I told y'all I liked Quad. So I'm not going to gag her about necessarily whether she is a staple or not a staple. But I mean, to let the people tell it, all of this was Mariah's idea. And where is she today? So, I mean, the staple thing is cute, but does it really mean much? I think not. I agree with Quad. Quad has the right to have her feelings. If it was me in that predicament, in that situation, I would have felt the same way. So I'm not going to gag Quad about her feelings because I get where she's coming from. You know what I mean? So that's that on that. Now let's fast forward to now. just recently on TGIT, I believe it's called. Y'all know the show with Funky Dineva, Claudia Jordan, and Al Reynolds. Well, recently doing this episode, Funky Dineva, aka Q, decided to lay down a small little piece of tease on his own that hopefully won't get him into no damn trouble. But we gonna see. But anyway, he laid down some tease for us, honey, and I'm just gonna let y'all hear from the horse's mouth. And I'm gonna be right back with the rest of what I gotta say, child.
Q, I know you know these folks and you follow these shows. What are your thoughts on this?
My first school of thought in this moment is to just withdraw from this story altogether, because the response from everybody else is going to be, that's your friend. Me and Quad are close friends. We're very close friends, right?
And you and Quad are really good friends, and Al and Heavenly are really good friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And our friends too. Here's the thing.
Messy boots.
I tell. What can I say about this? It's funny when you're just this close to the situation.
You want me to take it?
No. Here's what I'll say. People have the right to feel whatever it is they want to feel, right? You may not agree with it. A lot of people I've seen in the comments are saying, well, girl, you not even married to medicine. You know, I see a lot of people saying you use Dr. G. I see a lot of people saying if it wasn't for Dr. G, you wouldn't be on the show. I also see people saying, well, you know, you helped ice out Mariah. So whatever the case may be, and all of those things could be true. And yet she's still allowed to feel what it is she feels. I think that if anybody was part of an ensemble anything and you got divorced and your ex was not a part of it, and then a season or two later they bring your ex and his new wife on, anybody would feel a way. And we're not going to sit up here and pretend like they brought Dr. G and Sweet Tea on. Quad being there was not a factor. The whole point of bringing them on was to see the conflict. Backstory that you guys don't know, because I am friends with the ladies, is that the Toyas and the Simones of the world went out there and when they were not filming and purposely befriended this girl in an effort to get her on the show, to get at Quad, all right? Now, you know, those of y'all who don't like Quad, y'all gonna have y'all opinions, whatever the case may be, but that's just the true tea. Here is one thing that I will say, as far as Quad feeling disrespected by the producer. She's been doing this too long, I think, and those people will owe her anything. Let me tell you something. There's two people on earth you do not trust. That's a man and that's a reality TV producer. A reality television producer will do and tell you anything. Their loyalty is not to you. Their loyalty is to getting the scene and getting the episode. So I don't know why Quan feels disrespected, because they're doing whatever it is they need to do to try to get the ratings that they need to get.
The show, you feel like I have some kind of currency with y'all or some kind of like thing, but nope. It don't freaking matter. Of course they would jump on that. That's great TV. We would love to. They always want to see that kind of stuff. But I understand the humanity.
What? Child, y'all know if Q don't do nothing else, he gonna get up here and say what the hell he done heard and what the hell he done know. Listen, I agree with Funky. I agree with Q. And I know a lot of y'all gonna get under these comments and be like, well, T, you like Q and da da da. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Because when he went in and let have on Hallie and Chloe, I won't hear for that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who I like or who I love. I'm if they right, they right. When they wrong, they wrong. I agree with him. In the grand scheme of things, Quad is way too seasoned in reality TV to be sitting up here feeling like them producers really give a damn about her. Because at the end of the day, they have a job to do, which is ensure that you all have a show so all of y'all can stay employed by Bravo. Quad. And I'm sorry, I still feel like they did you a favor. Because Quad, you had absolutely nothing going on all last season. Like Quad, you had nothing all last season. Like Nothing. And I was shocked by that, because it was a long time that I did not watch Married to Medicine. I stopped watching Married to Medicine. I want to say about the second season ish, second season more than likely, because I did see first season. But I think I stopped like midway in second season. I don't know why I stopped. I just did. I think because I had other shit going on at the time, and I was working and everything, and I just didn't really have the time to sit and watch reality TV. You know what I mean? But from then to now, Quad, you had nothing. And so for me, I still feel like them going out there, bringing in Dr. G and Sweet Tea, it's giving you purpose. Now, I did see somewhere where people in the comments there were grumbling, Squad. I don't know how true it is, and I ain't putting nothing on Dr. G that ain't there. But it was people under the comments who alluded to the fact that you alluded to the fact that he was laying hands and feet on you. And my thing is, I ain't saying that I don't believe it, but it is kind of rough around the edges, considering she still wants to film and she still wants a check and she still wants to sit in this reality TV space. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen to her, but I'm just saying if it did, she has a funny way of dealing with that, because I just feel like if that was really what's going on, screw this show. Screw this show, screw these cameras. What I'm going to do is I'm going to air the show out, because how can y'all sit up here knowing what he did to me and there's proof and evidence of it, but y'all still want to sit over here and want to bring him on the show for y'all ratings? I feel as though Quad will have a really good backing behind that, whether you like it or not. And something could have been done about that. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's my take on that. I don't know. I won't there, and I'm not saying that it happened, and I ain't saying that it didn't happen. All I'm saying is, if it did, why is you still running around here filming, girl? Because I know like hell I would not. I wouldn't. No amount of money, no amount of fame, no amount of nothing would make me want to do something like that. If it me, Quad ain't me. So cool. Um, Now, as far as Toya and Simone go, I don't understand why Simone would want to be a part of that, especially with Toya, because don't her and Toya not get along? I mean, does Simone have a huge issue that I forgot about with Quad? Now, Toya, I get, because Toya and Quad never really meshed like that, in my opinion. And not to mention last season, Quad was running around here insinuating that Toya was allegedly behind breaking into Anila's home. So I get Toya being petty enough to want to sit up and befriend Sweet Tea, I believe her nickname is, and trying to get her to come on the show and so on and so forth to get at Quad. That I get. I get that from Toya, and I understand it. I get it and I understand it. But as far as Simone goes, get me together in the comments, girl. Because I don't know the eyes and ends and the ins and outs. Evident. Get me together in the comments. Please help me understand what I missed. I mean, I don't understand what I missed. And then for them to, like I said, to do it, it's some validity to that. Because Dr. Simone and Toya don't like each other for real, for real. So it's like, so y'all came together to befriend her to get back at Quad. Again, Toya, I get. Simone, y'all got to enlighten me. Child, the gag is from what the people said, honey. From what the people said, honey. The people said that Dr. Heavenly was called out for also trying to get Sweet Tea up on the show. That's what I heard, bitch. Now don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Because that's all I am. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But from what I heard, Dr. Heavily tagged Ghetto Fab Project ASS was also being cool with that girl and tried to advocate to get her on the show. That's what I heard. So Lot Mercy Jesus Squad. What about your friends? What about them? What about them? But I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Listen, I'll tell you this. All of this foolishness is actually making me excited to see the season. And that's sad, but it's the truth. All of this foolishness that's going on is making me excited to see it because it's all going to come out. Whether Dr. Heavenly really had anything to do with it, Dr. Simone or Toya, all of that is going to play out this season. I'm more than sure it is. And it's going to come out. It's going to come out. So I ain't picking no side just yet. I'm going to wait and see what the season going to bring. And if it's all going to come out the way I hope it is. And yeah. Y'all jump down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this and any other situation that I got going on. And until basketball wise tonight, yeah, I'll holler at y'all. Bye.
So tonight